This bedroom is definitely mismatched, but it's also kind of boring. But not for long. I'm Anna, and welcome to phase 1 of this bedroom makeover. How about we start with some inspiration? I'm thinking modern, vintage, luxury hotel. I want it to feel sophisticated, layered, highly detailed, and calm. Like this is an old historic building that has been updated. Old world wall trim with crisp contemporary bedding. A mix of vintage and on-trend furniture. To achieve this, we're starting from the walls up. Now that I've explained what I want this room to look like, I get to completely empty it. So much fun. There's a lot of stuff to move here. Okay, it'll be totally worth it. Let's get started. Things off walls. To bring in some vintage architectural detail, we picked up these wall trim kits from Home Depot. The trim is pre-cut and comes in 2 sizes, 36-inch wide and 24-inch wide. Not only are the pieces already mitered, they also have an adhesive strip on the back. These walls were painted 8 years ago, and I don't have any leftover paint, and if I did, it would be too old anyway. But what I do have is a shoebox of samples that I kept from when we built the house, and in it are my original paint samples. So I took this one to Sherwin-Williams and did a color match. And now I'm going to paint only one of the boxes of trim to see how well that color match turned out. I'm sticking with the original paint color I picked when this room was first painted. Normally, luxury hotel vibe makes me think of deep, dramatic paint. But this room only has one window and doesn't get a lot of natural light. If I was repainting the whole room, I'd still be picking a calming, creamy color, which the walls already are, so Shadowbox walls stay. The creamy walls are acting as my canvas. Instead of color, we're adding drama with texture and architectural detail. I think this turned out pretty well, which means I have a lot more painting to do. Oh, and speaking of luxury, we have an incredibly exciting collaboration lined up for this room later in the series that I'm so excited to share. But first, lots of painting. I'm giving each trim piece 3 coats of paint, and I'm also painting the inside of the mitered corners just so there's no chance of white peeping through. The trim's all painted and there's so much of it. But Ralph's here, so that means we can start putting it up. To help with installation, Ralph cut templates from scrap wood. 3 inches for above the baseboard, 3.5 inches between the panels vertically, and 4.5 inches horizontally. Installation is basic. Just peel back the plastic cover over the adhesive strip and stick to the wall. That's basic, but getting the pieces level does take time and patience. And once that adhesive strip is on the wall, it is not coming off without taking some wall with it. This LED level is so helpful. It turns green when the trim is level, so you don't have to keep squinting to see that little air bubble. It does help speed the process up. Cool little invention. Also great for hanging pictures. Ralph did lay out the panel designs before we started, so we had a map to follow. It included all the measurements, and he tried to use as many of the pre-cut sizes as he could. There are a couple areas that are too small and needed some customization. The trim isn't wood, but the plasticky foam can be cut with a miter saw. Just don't go slow, you'll only end up melting it more than cutting it. It needs quick, clean cuts. Both of us agreed that the installation is pretty easy, and this pre-cut, pre-glued plastic trim is a hit with us. The trim is all up and it looks so good. I absolutely love it. It looks even better than I was expecting, and I thought it would look really good, and this is awesome. But now I have to seal all the seams, and usually I just grab white caulking and filler, but to make my life a little easier, instead of white, I went with cream. So this is almond, this one says natural, and I just feel like maybe I'll have less coats of paint to do with them being already creamy. And I'm going to start with sealing the miter cuts with my wood filler. We have to do some cuts to get the trim to fit around the vent. And I don't like how this stark white doesn't really blend in with our nice creaminess we've got going on here. So I want to spray paint it. Well, I'm going to spray prime it and then paint it the same color as the walls. I think that'll really help kind of blend it in and you'll just kind of forget that the vent's there. And this light, it can't stay. Not with the way the room is looking now. Today's paint day, I'll be using a little artist brush. It's just my personal preference. And I'll be painting over all the filler and caulking for that nice high-end bougie look that I want. It was a bit of work to get the room to this point, but the bones of the room are all set. The room already feels more elegant, grander, and exactly that luxury escape that I was hoping for. Now that the foundation is perfect, I can move on to the fun part, styling. So hit that subscribe button because in the next video, I'm bringing in the collab that I talked about. So thanks so much for watching and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! This one to Sherwin-Williams and did a price. Now, I did a color match. That was so good until I said price match. I don't know what I'm thinking. Oh, this is gonna be a lot.